Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Doctor Doom from Marvel Comics. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on and will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. For those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, so this is kind of a double little guy here because, I mean, I'm kind of doing the Fortnite version, you know, whereas, you know, I try to separate them. I try to do a Fortnite, a Marvel, a Snoopy, you know what I mean? Try to mix it up. But this is kind of the comic drawing. You know, it wasn't supposed to be the Fortnite drawing. It was supposed to be the comic book one. So my comic book drawing for the week, basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something I was excited about drawing Doom, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I want to do because this is how I draw. So it's going to be kind of a mix, you know, because I like though the way they, I don't want to say they dumbed it down, you know, but the way they kind of made him kind of cool for Fortnite. So I'm gonna give him that outfit, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me get this pose down. Basically, I'm starting to draw the details, and I need to not do that. Might be a little too low. Let me raise it up a little bit. There we go. That makes more sense. I had him with a really thin waist, or a really short waist, and so that kind of lowered his legs a little too much. Okay, that makes more sense. No, more at you. I had it tilted that way a little bit, but that's also why it helps to practice your anatomy and sketch out, plan everything you're going to do, because right now I just did him way too funky. Right? That is a technical term, funky. You know, kind of like how large cats are chonky. Okay, so let's get going. Yeah, anyway, it was too short, so it helped by thinning him out a little bit and raising up his waist. I had it way too low. It's just that dramatic thing I like doing, you know, it's that whole, it's dramatic creativity. It basically is what I'm doing. Too much of. But it's so fun, you know, it's so great to draw them so over the top. And so I get it when everybody draws, what do you call it? The bent leg. And what I mean by that is everybody draws their comics with the leg like way the knee, that's your knee, like bent in way like that, way too much. But I get it, you know, it's fun and dramatic, and you know, it's more, what's the word I'm looking for? But it's, you know what's the word I'm looking for? The one I keep using. It's dramatic license, you know, artistic license. Because it's fun to do. That's the thing, you know? So that's what I'm saying. I get it. I really get it. But I'm trying not to, you know? I'm trying to make this more believable. And am I falling off the page? Let's see, right about... Okay, so not that far. That's too far right there. Okay. But like I said, I get it. You know, I like doing it too, so I'm guilty. Alright, and so Yeah, so I get doing that because it's so much fun to make him super dramatic and huge and over stylized, you know. So we kind of forgive ourselves for doing it. Okay, I think that might be good right there for what I want to do. Yeah, not bad, not bad. A little big, a little over the top, a little dramatic. What's hard though is that I can't see too many details. I can, but I can't, you know, because I'm going by screenshots from the store, and you know I can't see everything. So anyway, that's good. I think that's good to get us going. And I'm going to erase some of these sketch lines because it took me quite a few to get there, but not all of them, because I want to see what I need a guide. And if I erase everything, I won't have one. But I also want my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencil line. So I just got to make some of this disappear, but not all of it. Okay, so everybody grab your Sharpies. I say we welcome everybody that skipped and get going. Right. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but it pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. Sketch the entire thing out. It's supposed to be a bigger production when I do that. And I've erased a majority of what I need or what I don't need. This little guide will let me use the parts that I left to guide me for what I do need. So let me find some good details here of his face, and I'm going to get started with the Sharpie pen. So I kind of almost want to like define a few things. No, let's just get started. Let's do that brow. I'm going to bring that brow in like this, and I'm stopping right about there because I've sketched out where his hood's going to be, so I kind of have an idea of where it's going to be. So let's go ahead and do his nose. We're going to go ahead and just come in down and give him his defined nose. I'm going to go ahead and do the eyelets like that. And again, I'm going to stop because I want to make sure I leave room for the hood. And now I'm going to draw the eyes. So I'm going to kind of come in here. I'm going to have them kind of over the eyes, you know, kind of like I said, very dramatic, very angry eyes. Like that. All right, there we go. If you can, hit the pupil just a little bit. Like I said, mine's bleeding. I can't even do it over here, so I'm just going to feel like I did. And for the bottom of the eye, I'm just going to come in like that just a little bit. You can see it's already going to start to bleed, so that's all I want to do. And I'll do the rest with color. So that's all I'm going to do as far as the eyes go. Let's give him some of this hood edge so you see where we are. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start this one short. Just kind of come over here and do this. And do like that, because this is, I can't remember the name of it, the one with the cape, the majestic fur cape. It's going to be that one, so it's kind of in the way on this side because I got his arm raised, which means his shoulder comes up and is going to be in front of some stuff. So I'm going to wait to draw that, but I just want to give us a good idea of where we are. So let's draw the sides of his face. Something like this. And that'll give us the edges. I'm going to come in and do his frowny mouth. I think I can do this one. And then the bottom lip. I'm not even going to do the mouth inside. I'm just going to, like all those little the grate, you know, that's in there. I kind of don't have the room for it, so I'm just going to let color take care of it. But again, it's like kind of like the pupil is so tiny that I can't even do it, you know. And that's probably all I'm going to be able to do anyway. So same thing on the jaw over here. I think it's going to be too small to get in there. So that's all I'm going to do as far as that. I'm probably going to switch over to the other Sharpie. Yeah, let's do that. Let's switch over. Get going with the big boy. So he's got kind of that pointy head. You know, we're gonna come over here and do one of these. And that's just because it's the top of his head, the top of his dome. And gonna disappear into the side right here like this. Okay, where it closes off. We'll close all this off in a second. I'm just gonna start defining a few things. So I'm gonna do the I'll show you here. So I'm gonna do the circular cuff, front, top, middle, round thing, to show you where it's supposed to be. Then I'm gonna see if I can do another one. Real thin inside like that. Should we try to do one more? Okay. Just to get it that look. And it's okay if it's not perfect. See, it's kind of a little bit off. It's all right. It's all right. So basically what I'm trying to say is that's how this one is over here. Let's draw a little bit of that fur like that. Again, I'm doing this just to show you how it's supposed to be on his shoulder here. And that'll kind of define just a little bit of the look. Now, because his arm, I've got this arm raised up, that means this whole shoulder piece raises up like that. So we're gonna raise up the circle over here, and not so much of the circle. If it's like this, on this side, it's gonna be up and a little at an angle like that, okay? So I'm dramatically pointing it up like that. See how it's not perfect? That's okay, because it's kind of a point. So I kind of think I should like make that point, but I kind of don't want to, you know? It's like, I think we'll do that. Because it might be too much. It might be too much, but we're just kind of going for the whole look like we did right there, you know? Color will really make it stand out. But anyway, I'm just kind of showing you how it's raised up, okay? And so the fur on this side is going to be over here. Okay, kind of raise it up here. Like that. Does it make sense? Do you get it? Do you see what I'm doing now? Okay. Almost looks like flames, too much like flames, so I gotta be careful there. And now I can actually, well, hang on. Let's connect it by a chain. So we're gonna do the typical connect them space stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna connect it like this, connect it like this. So, you know, just a straight on chain. I'm not gonna worry too much about if it looks perfect and is facing the right way. You know, we just want that chain look. So now that that's defined, I've got stuff in front done, I can continue all this stuff. So we'll say that the mask, or not the mask, the hood, I'm gonna thicken it up to try to match that Sharpie. So we'll say that kind of comes in here and does one of these, like that. That means his neck or his collar is like that, it's inside there. And he does have another, well, like the cape part. So obviously the fur isn't the cape all the way through, but it is like a material. It's going to be like that. Okay. Awesome. Come through this side. Come through back like this. Yeah. Oops. All right. Cool. Okay. So now that I have that arm raised up and that arm raised up and all this defined and whatnot, there are a few more little metal pieces underneath, it looks like. No, I'm sorry, cloth. It's cloth. My brain's all gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and close off his shirt like this, and then the other one, we'll go ahead and say that it's, we'll just go all the way down. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go in like this, down to his waist, so you see exactly where we are. So now we're gonna do his arms, which is basically metal. So I'm gonna do, let's see how I can do this. How about we come up like this for his rib cage, then his is it a tricep? What's underneath your arm? That part, basically. I'm gonna break it apart like that, and then I'm gonna add some detail in a second. Let's go ahead and add like the elbow piece, I guess is the best way to say it. But again, basically it's just all metal. That's all you really got to worry about. It's just you got to draw metal parts. And then we're going to connect it all and add some detail. Alright, so the middle piece is pure metal, so we're not worried too much about that. But what is the underside? I know that's a bicep, so is this a tricep? It's got like that, and again, it's just going to define a little bit of the parts that he has, and you can't see his big old huge bicep because of the fur, so we're not too worried about that. So we're just going to kind of do a little bit of metal pieces, something like that, a little bit of an accent, you know, and that's all we got to worry about. Again, we'll do one little center like that, just to keep it from being bland, you know. And then we're gonna do his hand, just a regular old fist, nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna draw the back of his hand. It's got a little armor piece there, side of his hand into the pinky, like that. And so the other fingers, the other fingers are kind of covered up by the thumb. So that's all you're really gonna see is like that right there. Okay, and then I'm going to add some extra detail like that. A little metal detail to make him, you know, pure Victor Von Doom. All right. So same thing with the other hand, but the other hand we're going to have more out like this. You know, one of those dramatic flares. So I'm going to do, like we did over here, we're going to do the bicep, but again, it's covered up. All we can see is that much of it. So, I'm sorry, that's the shoulder. Do the bicep. We're going to do the front of it more than we are the side. There is the side, so this is the front. So we're seeing more of the ribbed part. This is kind of inside, right there, like that. Okay. We'll see the bottom just a little bit, but again, we're looking at more of the top than the side. So here we're going to get away with drawing a little bit more of the side there for the circle, the little hinge, and then we're going to unhinge, right? All right. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Hang on. Yeah. Let's do like we did. Always do. Detail and then come back, right? All right. So again, we're going to do like this to show the front or the top of that. This is really good. This kind of teaches you like anatomy, like muscles, you know, which way they would go. And again, this is more of just a metal shenanigans here going on. And so, oh yeah, something like that. Okay. So his hand, I'm going to do like a dramatic hand like that. So that means I'm going to come out this way and go here for the thumb. And so the back of the hand is here, inside of the hand. So I've got the pinky kind of in like that. So it's going to be a little like stubby looking, but just wait till you draw the whole thing. Do it first, and when you get there, it'll make sense once you draw the entire hand. But for right now, it's going to look like that. Just like a straight at you little nub. So we're going to do something like that. See how it looks like nubby? I know. Just hang on. Just bear with me. All right. Okay. Does that make more sense? How it's kind of like that? Now I'm going to come back with the bigger Sharpie, the thinner Sharpie, and make more sense of this. Okay, again, we'll add like some metal digits just to show bends in the finger and the metal parts like that. Okay, does it make sense? Does it make sense to you? I hope so. There we go. All right. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna do his belt. And let's see, so I'm gonna do a circle like that. And then the parts inside, let's see, it's got the clasp like that holds it. And then the kind of like his elbow piece. A little look, that little stylized edge to it like that. I'm gonna draw the edges of it. Then I'm gonna connect it with the leather, like that. Kind of like that piece that's going all the way through, something like that. Make sense? Awesome. See, there's a pack over here on this side, and this one has the gun. Now, it's in a case, so you can't really see it. So this is all we're really worried about. Something like that. Okay? Because it's, I grabbed my pencil, because it's inside the holster. We're not really able to see much of it. And all we can really see is like that. Just some kind of front edge. Ooh, I guess I should connect it, huh? So it's not just floating. It's the whole reason I put it right there. All right. Okay. And it does have like a very stylized front. I kind of want to do that with color and not worry too much about well, I don't know. We'll see. Hang on. Let me get here real fast, because this comes down. Well, let's do this. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. This is going to come down. Since I already did that line right there, let's do it like that. And that'll kind of define the front of what I'm going to do here. I mean, we gotta give him his style, right? Okay. Cool. So that being said, we'll take that into account whenever we're doing his skirt. Okay. So that being said, also let's go ahead and draw it like this. I'll come down here. Now I'm going to give him a little bit extra for the center. That part's hanging down like that. So I'm going to come over here, do like that, just to accent what I'm going to do there. Just stylized. Really, that's what it is. So it's coming in and then out. In, then out. And again, it's just a stylized look. I really, again, should be doing that with color, but it helps to break it up and I don't have to worry too much about creases and folds, you know? Okay, so let's do his legs. And so it's going to come out of his pants or his skirt like that. And I'm going to do his knee pads, which are huge. Like this. Let's go ahead and do them both, right? Let's go ahead and get them together. Let's see. So there's the digit, or not the digit. Why I keep saying the digit? The what's the word I'm looking for? Joint. Gosh, could not think. But I've said it before. Said it many times. I am not a speaker. I am a drawer. Okay, so the front has a very stylized look. So I'm gonna come down here and draw something like this. That might be too big, but that's okay. Okay, because he's got kind of a boot look. So let me let's see what I can do here. How about we bring that in? Like that. And close that off. And let's see. Let's add some detail, or maybe I should finish up the legs and then we'll add detail. Let's do that. because it looks like it'll all work together if we just add it all together. So it's going to flare out a little bit, then come in and out basically. So in, out, and back in. And then the front of the shoe, it's got like a little indentation. Again, I'll add some more detail in a second. Then I'm going to draw the toe right there, so I'm going to come down to it. This and the front toe, almost like a tennis shoe kind of look, kind of like that. Okay, so I know that's kind of a bunch of space, but hang on, just bear with me. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna come out like this, down to the heel, like this to the toe, and then give them some tread. Like that. All right, so now let's define a bunch of stuff. So I want to give him a little bit of a mech look for his legs here. And again, it's got that circular joint. And let's see, I can barely see what's on the side there. Okay, and it does have edges, so I'm gonna kind of come down here and do one of these. That'll help define a little bit of it. And give us, like I said, a hard edge. Not much of an edge there, it's just a surface. So maybe we'll just do something like this just to break it up. Color is really going to take care of a lot of that. Okay. For the front of his boot, he does have like rivets. Something like this. And then for the shoe, let me do this and you'll see what I'm doing here. Let's see, I'm gonna attach it like this. And then draw those rivets. And then attach it like this. That's a little indented thing like we did right there. And we'll go ahead and bring that up like we did right there. And give him a heel. Like that. Okay, so what I'm doing basically is just drawing like a not riveted, what's the layered, a layered shoe like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So that's why I just wanted to show you why I'm doing this. Like that. Okay, so last thing we got to do is give him a big old burly cape. And I kind of did it all kind of wavy and flowing. So let's go ahead and do this. I've got it flowing the back there, so it's going to kind of do one of these. A little skippy there, but that's all right. That's okay. Now remember, you got to bring it back up. Okay. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up like this. I got to remember that it goes back like this because of the way that it billows, you know? And there, just draw some dramatic creases, you know? So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Dr. Doom from Marvel.
So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.